I am Steve, and I just got done watching the Minecraft movie starring Jack Black, who plays Steve. As a child, he yearned for the mines, and now, all grown up, he has discovered this Minecraft world. Everything seems to be going just fine and dandy until a group of strangers enter his universe, and now Steve must figure out how to get them back home. That's all pretty much. Without getting any spoilers to you guys, this will be a spoilery-free Minecraft review. So when it comes to the Minecraft movie, I was never somebody that grew up playing Minecraft. That just started becoming popular when I was moving on to other kind of video games, but I always knew it was popular. And so I had a feeling whenever the live-action movie was announced, oh, this is going to be huge. This is going to be one of those video game movies that has the potential to hit $1 billion just because of how popular it is. Then they hired director Jared Hess, who did Napoleon Dynamite, Nacho Libre. I was like, oh, this is going to be absolute peak. And then that first trailer hit the internet, and man, did the discourse begin. A lot of people were not loving what they were looking, but you know, I was looking at it through my eyes of someone who made Napoleon Dynamite, Nacho Libre, and going, guys, come on. I get why you'd be hesitant, but trust the man, trust the process. This movie's gonna end up being peak. And that's how I was feeling through every trailer. I just felt like they were getting better and better, and it would be a pretty entertaining movie. And well, I got the chance to watch it, sit down, and you guys, I owe some of you an apology, okay? I was really hoping this would be one of those times where, yeah, the marketing and everything about it looks off, but when you watch the movie, you'll see the full picture, and then you'll be really happy with the film. I could tell within 10 minutes of watching the movie, oh, this thing is going to get trashed. This thing is going to be hated by critics. Because I'll flat out say it. Yeah, the Minecraft movie is not a good movie, but it is very entertaining and very fun. Let me get into the good, then I'm gonna get into the bad that really holds the movie back. So, like I said, it is a very entertaining and fun movie. So I think kids going in to see this movie are gonna love the heck out of this movie. This will be their new movie that they'll champion for, that they'll always remember, have a good time with, in the same way I grew up with Cat in the Hat, pretty hated, Space Jam, pretty hated, or heck, even to stay in line with this director's work, Nacho Libre, that came out when I was 12, watched it, loved it, still quote it to this day, pretty hated. This is gonna be the next generation's movie that they're like, man, why couldn't they understand how peak this movie was, those boring critics? Because a lot of the entertainment and fun I had with this movie is because of director Jared Hess. He has this very signature, awkward, and weird humor.
Tina, you fat lard, come get some dinner. I'll go get it.
Gee. Where's your robe, Ignacio?
It was stinky, but these are my recreation clothes.
Surprise. Get that coat out of my face!
If you've seen his previous movies, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and he brings that sort of style and comedy into the Minecraft movie. I am gonna admit, I don't know if that was the best form of comedy to bring for this movie, but it is a comedy that had me dying. Plenty of jokes throughout the film where I was audibly cackling, more saying to myself, what the heck am I watching? It was absurd and ridiculous, but I was smiling. I was enjoying my time seeing it. A lot of that laughter will come from Jack Black and Jason Momoa that have an interesting dynamic. They have this kind of rivalry where they're always trying to one-up each other. But if I'm being completely honest on who the funniest character of this movie and who made me have the biggest laughs throughout the Minecraft film, Jennifer Coolidge. I've been a big Jennifer Coolidge fan since her days of American Pie, and the subplot that she's involved with this villager where she's taken out on dates and having a romantic relationship with, just again, so dumb and nonsensical, but I was laughing hysterically. Oh, your head is huge. You're such a good listener. I'm also going to be big on complimenting the visual effects of this movie. I know there were complaints about the way the movie looked, but I think it is undeniable. The VFX involved with the Minecraft universe, the villager people, the pigs in here, the wolf, everything that is native to the Minecraft world absolutely looks stunning. I think the thing that really holds it back is then when you have to green screen in a couple of human characters that then stick out like sore thumbs. That's where I can agree, yeah, maybe stylistically that wasn't the smartest choice, but it's undeniable a lot of what they created and brought to life with CG and practical with some of those sets. Very beautiful work, and I do want to commend the movie for that. But that is kind of where the positives end for me on the Minecraft movie. It is an absurdly funny movie, ridiculous and entertaining with some nice eye candy into the Minecraft characters, but everything else was just really lacking. Starting off with the story of the movie, I feel like the Minecraft movie has a huge identity problem, and it kind of smells to me like studio interference, because there are moments in this movie you totally feel Jared Hess and his style and way of filming things being present and full on screen, and then there's other things that feel like that was probably a note from the studio. That was probably them wanting to refilm that, because I'll say it, the opening of this Minecraft movie, one of the worst openings of a movie of all time. Yeah, I was kind of shocked the way they decided to open the first 10 minutes of the movie, because it kind of just ruins the magic and excitement of diving into this universe all in the span of the first 10 minutes. It's basically the origin story for Steve, but it's told in such an off, weird fashion where he's narrating, and granted, some of the things he's saying are funny, but it's just such a laundry list of things that he did with, I was young, I went to the mines, they didn't let me in, I came back when I was older, I went in, I loved it, I explored, but there's these evil pigs, and these pigs locked me up. And it got to a point where the first 10 minutes of the movie could have been its own movie with how much explanation happens. And that to me felt like a major studio note where that probably wasn't supposed to be the opening of the movie. Those scenes were maybe scattered and placed throughout the film as you learn more about Steve in the Minecraft universe, but I guess the studio was like, they're not going to understand how this world works. If they didn't play the games, they're going to be confused. Just reveal it all in the opening and take away any magic of discovering this world on their own with the audience. The other identity issue I think this Minecraft movie has is once you're like 30, 40 minutes in, I really want you to ask yourself, who's the main character of this movie? Because the movie doesn't know. Before I went in to watch the movie, I really thought it's probably the little boy. This movie's mostly going to be told from like his perspective, and everybody else are supporting characters. The movie is not sure who your main character is. In fact, if I had to guess, Jason Momoa is actually the main character of this movie, and that was probably your third guess, wasn't it? And so because of this offhand balance of not having like a central figure to revolve this story around and kind of just mishmashing scenes throughout, the characters in the story don't feel that focused. They are also super underdeveloped, and not much is going on to really get you to care about them. Like, yes, the brother and sister, they just lost a parent and are just trying to live lives on their own. They don't explore that any further than just letting you know that's a thing. I like Danielle Brooks as an actress, and she had a couple of funny moments, but she's really a big afterthought throughout the course of the whole movie. Jason Momoa as Garrett the Garbage Man actually gets the most development. There are times the movie kind of makes you care for him, but it never fully locks you in, and yet Steve is like the worst one. Like, you got the guy's whole story and arc in the first 10 minutes. I love Jack Black, but I think he was severely miscast for this role. It honestly feels like Jack Black showed up, put on a blue shirt, and then just started acting like himself. It's a very phoned in performance, but hey, at least Jack Black is having fun. The soundtrack of the movie is also a weird choice. They decided to add modern day pop songs during some of the fight sequences that really are gonna outdate this movie in like 1 year. But hey, the movie also does not take itself seriously. Many times the movie is making fun of itself and its story. So they were very aware they were making a pretty ridiculous movie and were just trying to have fun. But I can't help but to feel a little sad for some Minecraft fans, because it kind of feels like they deserve better in the movie. This played out formula of people from the real world that then get thrown into the video game world has been done to death in so many other interpretations. We had a version of this with the Sonic universe, where Sonic is from his world, he goes into the real world. We have the Smurfs in their world that go to the real world. Even if you want to count the Barbie movie, that was Barbie in her world who goes into the real world. Even the Super Mario movie is technically him being in the real world and then goes to the Super Mario world. And we have that here again. I think the best example of what this movie was aiming for is the Dungeons and Dragons movie. That's a movie where they didn't need the gimmick of people from the real world into the Dungeons and Dragons world. It was just a movie that embraced the weirdness and magical side of Dungeons and Dragons while still being a very funny and interesting movie with its story and characters. And so it's like really those factors. The story is not memorable. The characters are so flat, but it is pretty funny, and that's where that entertainment factor comes in. I don't know if I would want to call this one of those movies where it's so bad it's good, because no, it's not like a terrible movie, but I really can't honestly call this a good movie either. To me, I'd categorize the Minecraft movie in the dumb fun area, where it's exactly that. It's dumb, but it's pretty fun. You'll be entertained. I know sometimes when people use the phrase, oh, it's the turn off your brain kind of movie, there are movies where you can turn your brain off and still be extremely bored and disinterested. And heck, for a recent example, Electric State on Netflix, that's not a movie where even turning your brain off makes it more enjoyable, at least in my opinion. This one does have that entertainment factor to really make up for a lot of the other things it's lacking. So when it comes to the Minecraft movie, I'm gonna give Action 3.5 stars. I did like the look of the world and some of the interesting things they got to do in said universe, and there's even some fun to be had in the final act when it's an all-out war. Comment in the movie, I'm gonna give it 4 stars. I found it to be super funny. I was dying. It's awkward and weird, but it hit all the right notes, and like I said, I was audibly laughing a lot throughout the movie. Drama in the film, I'm gonna give it 2 stars. I was pretty disappointed with the story, and I think they had all the ingredients to actually make it a decent story and actually put a little bit of heart into it, but they never dig deep or seem like they even care about their own characters. Heart in the film, I'll give half a star to, maybe for the pig universe, or the Enderman was pretty freaky in this movie. And suspense the movie, I'm gonna give it 2 stars. With how silly and ridiculous the movie is at times, I don't think you're really that fearful if they're gonna survive this Minecraft universe. Casual moviegoers are gonna enjoy this the most because it's a popcorn movie. It's a movie you're just there to be entertained with, so I'm gonna give it an A- for them. Cinephiles, I'm gonna give it a B+. It's got all that entertainment you would expect from a mainstream movie, but critically, I'm gonna give it an F. For the Minecraft movie, being honest with yourself, if you're a fan of Minecraft, you were gonna watch this anyways and probably just love it no matter what they showed. For those interested, I do think the theater experience, you're gonna get enough of entertainment like I did, but genuinely looking at the movie as a whole, I'd recommend you rent or stream this at home.
That'll do, Donkey. That'll do.
Again, that's just my opinion on the movie, guys. I'm still glad I saw it, and like I said, a very funny movie. But also hear this, Warner Brothers is having a Superman 5-minute preview in front of the movie. I saw Minecraft once. I'll probably buy a ticket for that Superman preview, but I don't know if I'll stick around to watch the movie again. Take that with what you will. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at 3C Films or on TikTok at 3C Films. But as always, I'm Chris. Take care.